We're back and a very exciting result tonight. None other than a great family here in the community. We're honored to have on Rudy Garza here, and congratulations. We're all very happy for you.
Thank you so much, Joe.
Hey, let me tell you something. And please, it's Joe. You know, let me tell you, hard campaign. Were you? And I mean, you're a modest guy, and I know you give it up to God. But were you surprised at the wide margin?
Quite honestly, we're happy with the wide margin. I didn't know whether it was going to be close because you really don't have a feel for things. You visit with so many circles, and circles that you think, well, they're all giving you good news, they're giving you good reports. You're hoping that it'll be a healthy margin just for comfort's sakes. But quite honestly, at the point where we start getting the results, I mean, we're happy with anything above 50%.
Well, let me ask you on the people around you, the family, your friends. Tell us a little bit about the campaign and how things went. It's been a long year. Tell us about some of the experiences you had on the campaign trail.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. I've made a lot of friends along the way, but my family came through here working the last few weeks, block walking and working the polls today. And my friends that have stepped up and said, hey, Rudy, we believe in you, we support you, we know what kind of person you are. And so that's meant the world to me. I mean, I've had people that have told me that, hey, we're the kind of person we want serving the city council. So that's made me feel very good about some of the seeds that I've thrown or sown in the community. But again, you know, the public, I mean, the citizenry that come around and liked or approved of my message and voted for me, I'm just elated. I'm just overwhelmed.
Well, I know that you've worked a lot in the past, you and your brother, your family. What's your plan now that you're going to be serving the voters here in Corpus Christi? What's your vision?
Well, first things first. I mean, my idea is to make sure that the money we spend is done in a common sense manner. We take care of our basic needs first. Transparency, make sure that all the council members are held accountable to their constituents, that everything that we report, that we tell the public is above board so they know exactly where we are in terms of the community, what bills we have to pay, where we think we need to go forward so the community as a whole can buy into our program.
Well, Rudy, I got to say, it's been an honor. I hope when you get sworn in here and you're serving here in January, you make some time for KTMV. We want to bring you on and to talk more about your role in the community now as our leader. You got it. Rudy Garza here, our new councilman. Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much again, Joe.
We'll be back after these messages.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, this is attorney and board-certified nurse practitioner Joe Flores on behalf of Vasquez Flores Home Health. Nursing homes have their place, but having care in your own home is very important. Call today for more information. Backed by over 20 years of experience, registered nurse Priscilla Vasquez can answer your questions about home care. Call 881-9922. That's 881-9922 today. And congratulations to our judge yet again. Jose Longoria, District Court Judge, congratulations.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, man. It's interesting. It's a rush to be in a campaign, and I love the fact that I have to run because it proves that I'm worthy of the court. And you know, it's not an easy job. It's a very difficult job. It's a tough job. I mean, I think that I do a very good job at it. Very good work on there, because I'm dealing with people's lives every day.
Well, it's not the first time you've had to defend your court, and I think that you did an excellent job, clean campaign, and you know, you didn't have a lot of time to campaign because you have to be in the courtroom, but I think it was a resounding victory. I think the latest numbers show a very, very widespread margin. Were you surprised at the numbers during early voting when they first came out?
No, we anticipated that it was going to be that way because of we could see the pattern of voting in the Democrat and Republicans as far as that was concerned. And we knew once we were ahead in the early voting that it was over. We felt that it was going to be over, and it came out that way. Right at about 54% of the vote. You can't ask for more than that.
What's the plan? I know that you know your court, you run a tight ship. What's the plan the next 4 years?
Just keep working the same way that I do. I think that for the first time I will take a little bit of a vacation. I never have taken vacation.
First time, ladies and gentlemen.
I will take
well deserved
some vacation time. You know, that's a real good support. David Bright and John Singer were my main friends. My Irene Martinez has stood behind me 100%, kept saying, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, you're going to win. And she kept pushing and pushing and pushing. I really appreciate the fact that she was there 100%, you know. And my family, and most of all God, obviously, because without him, God's given us the will and the courage to do it, we would not be there.
Well, Your Honor, I'm very, very happy for you. And from the bottom of our heart here at KTMB and the Lopez family, we wish you the very best in the next 4 years and the great job you're doing. We're going to be back after a few messages, but remember, Judge Jose Longoria, yet again, victorious and serving you for the next 4 years.
Call River City Hospice for your loved one's care today. River City Hospice is a compassionate, patient-centered healthcare provider with a unique approach to medical care and support for people at the end of life and their families. River City Hospice focuses on maintaining dignity, increasing quality of life, and providing comfort and reducing pain due to illness. Hospice care allows your loved one to be treated with dignity and respect and gives them the right to choose. Call 882-5900 today. Hope, dignity, and love. It's got to be River City Hospice.
And we're back after a brief break, and none other than Lillian Riojas, your new city councilor. And I know this lovely lady here, your mom.
My mother, yes.
Well, now this has been a tough race. It's been a long campaign. You started campaigning a while back.
9 months.
Oh, yes. And tell us about some of those experiences.
You know what? It's been a tremendous experience. And the best experience has been meeting so many of the citizens here in Corpus Christi that all want to do the same thing. They want Corpus Christi to grow and to prosper. And I am so thankful and humbled by the fact that the voters voted for Lillian Riojas. But I think more than that, they voted not just for me, but I think they voted for what my theme says, new path to progress. I think they voted for new energy, new enthusiasm, new openness to ideas, new fresh perspectives. And I know that I'm confident that I'll bring that to the city council. And so I'm looking forward to working with our new mayor, Nelda, and some of the other city council members to keep moving Corpus Christi forward to the potential that I know exists in Corpus Christi.
Are you surprised by some of the results tonight on the other races?
You know what? I've been so focused on my own race. I'm like asking people, did you win? Did you get it? You know what? Because you're as a candidate, you're just like, okay, what are my numbers? And so I'm really excited about a lot of the people that have been elected tonight. And
well, our new mayor, it looks like, I mean, it's not 100% confirmed, but 99% confirmed that you're going to be working with Nelda Martinez.
I look forward to working with Nelda. She's been a strong leader in this community, and she's been such a community servant. And so she's served on numerous boards and been involved in all kinds of issues in our community. So I look forward to working with her and all of the new council. So. And
what's your vision, lastly, for what's the plan for?
Well, you know what? Like you and I met early on in my campaign, and I owe you a lot of thanks because you were such a huge advocate and helping to share my message with Corpus Christi. But I do think a big part of that is the new path to progress, new ideas, new energy, new enthusiasm, which I think Corpus Christi and needs to be added at the City Hall, and I hope to bring that to all of Corpus Christi. So I'm very thankful to all of the residents and all of the voters who voted for me today.
Lillian
it's such a huge, it's a huge thing. Really, I'm excited and I'm overwhelmed. Really.
Well, and for those of you that have been living in a cave, Lillian Riojas is going to be your new city council.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we're back after a brief break, and one of my favorite judges and yours, Nanette Hassett, yet again, is going to be serving you yet another 4 years. Congratulations, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Very, very glad to be here.
Look, everybody knows that you didn't have a lot of time to campaign. You came on, you honored us by coming on KTMV and Lopez Broadcasting. What were some of the experiences out there having a campaign after so many years? I mean, a lot of obvious flashbacks were coming back, and your parents and your family. What do you owe the victory to?
Just a lot of hard work and the support of the wonderful people that I came across that welcomed me into their home when I knocked on their doors and asked for their vote. So I thank the people that voted for me, the people that have supported me through all my races and in my career. I really appreciate your vote, and thank you very, very much.
Well, we're honored to have you here, and Nanette Hassett, along with Jose Longoria, your other colleague that's on the bench. He's back, a resounding victory, just like yours. 10-point spread. Were you surprised by the percentages when they came out in early voting? You were far ahead.
Way ahead, I know.
Yes.
I think it's just the work that was put into the campaign and the support that I have from the attorneys, as well as the community support. I really do appreciate that, and thank you so very much.
Well, Nanette Hassett, District Judge, again, congratulations to her and her family, and congratulations to the community. We've got a great judge in you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless.
I'm honored to have your congressman, Blake Farenthold, once again has won a resounding victory over Rose Mesa Harrison. And I know you've been busy up there in Washington. What would you like to tell the voters here back home?
Well, thank you for re-electing me. I think the fact that I won, and won by a fairly decent margin, is an indication that I'm doing the right thing and that I'm representing everybody. And that's what I want to continue to do. Even if we disagree on some issues politically, I'm your representative, want to hear what you have to say, and we'll do my best for you.
What's the plan the next couple of years up there in Washington?
Well, you know, we still don't know at this point in time what's going to happen with the presidential election.
It'll be a long night. Yeah.
It's going to be a long night. I think regardless of what happens, we're going to have to work at governing. It's been a very divisive 2 years.
It has.
And we can point fingers at who did what to whom, but we'll have, if we have Mitt Romney as president, we'll have a president more in line with what the House is doing. If we have Barack Obama back as president, he's not going to be facing another election, so perhaps he'd be more willing to work with us. That's my hope. I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
Well, you can hear the resounding celebrations that are going on right now, and we want to thank the congressman for being here. Thank you so much. God bless you. And we're back, and let me tell you, this is a great night for all of us. We started back several months ago. Judge Maderi gave us a great honor coming out on KTMV and telling the voters what she was going to do, and now with a resounding victory, you're back, Your Honor. We're so happy for you.
Oh, thank you, Joe. I'm thrilled. I got to tell you.
You must be walking on air right now.
I am. It's been wonderful. I've had my family in. I've had my supporters working. You know, we've been out in the polls working this, and the last 14 months has just been a whirlwind.
Well, you have worked it hard, and it's well deserved. What's the plan for the next 4 years on the bench?
You know, my plan is to do exactly what I've been doing, which is to be hearing cases, to obviously ruling fairly, to ruling according to the facts and to the law, and representing every citizen in Nueces County. And you know, Joe, you and I have talked about this, and I really would like to let your viewers know about this. It means the world to me to have the bipartisan support that I've had in this community. I could not have won this election with just the Republican vote. And as much as I appreciate that, I also appreciate the Democrats and the independents coming over.
Well, it was a resounding victory. Independents, libertarians, we had Democrats voting for you. They had to carry your sign. Everybody told me that they were supporting you, the bar. So we're very proud and very happy for you here on KTMV. Diamond Dave here behind the scenes making it happen.
Absolutely.
And your family. We got to get a picture of you guys if that's okay.
Absolutely.
And load it up as well.
And I will say, you know, thank you to you also. I mean, you know, going on your show, introducing me to some of your viewers that might not know me, it means the world to me too, Joe.
Well, we got a lot of feedback, and we are so happy for you. Missy Maderi, your judge, another 4 years. Nice round of applause for her. There we go. Yay!
Have you been arrested or are potentially facing criminal charges? You need a trial attorney who is well-versed in the courtroom. Joe Flores has handled hundreds of criminal cases and many of them to trial. Joe Flores can provide you with competent representation to protect your constitutional rights in state and federal court. Joe Flores can help if you have been arrested or facing criminal charges. The law offices of Joe Flores. Equal justice for all.
We're back, ready, willing, and able. Abel Aledo, your new state rep. Abel, congratulations. We're so happy on behalf of my family and the Lopez family, on behalf of my wife Priscilla and everybody. We're very happy that you're back. I know it's been 2 years coming back. What's your vision? What's your plan now that you're back there in Austin?
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. I want to thank, obviously, the voters that went out to vote. We want to thank my family for being there through thick and thin, if you will. My wife, our 5 kids, my mom, who as a single parent raised my brother and I want to thank my brother, who's not only serving our community but has served our country obviously as well, with all the other veterans that have served and those that continue to serve our country that make this opportunity possible for us. So, now starts the work, making sure that we restore the cuts that were made to public education so that the children in our public schools have a brighter future, making sure that we work to restore the Medicaid reimbursement cuts that were made to the care for seniors, to making sure that the doctors are available to provide the care for seniors. So these are all issues that are important that we've got to make sure that we continue to start work on already, and we're excited about the fact that we'll be the ones representing District 34.
And what does it say to the fact that your opponent spent an estimated 10 to 1 what you spent? What does that say about you having such a resounding victory?
That the people's vote obviously trumps any amount of money, that the voices of the people through their vote transcend beyond any value that a dollar can bring to a campaign. So, I want to thank everybody, because without the people's vote, God's will, none of this would be possible. So les queremos dar las gracias a toda la gente que nos esté escuchando. Thank you, everybody, for allowing us the opportunity to represent you, to be a public servant once again in the Capitol, and to represent the best interests of District 34.
Abel Heredo, District 34, his lovely family, all his supporters here tonight. We'll be back. And we're back after a brief break, introducing our new judge, Joe Benavides, Precinct 1 placement. Let's talk about your victory. What do you owe the victory to, other than you always put God first? What was the formula this time that worked?
I think you're absolutely right, God, but also, like I've always said, I never want to leave out the people that make this positive, and these are my supporters here that every day. But I do want to bring out probably a good 5 members of my team that was there day in and day out. And one of them is Ramon.
All right, there he is. Ramon.
Maria Perez. David. Ricky Nieto. Juanita. And Mark Watson's always been with me.
Mark, there you go.
All of them. Richard Alegria.
A round of applause for all the supporters. Joe Benavides. Yeah.
This is what made this team go forward, and to make this team to be successful in this race is because of everyone that believed in me and how I want to bring the courtroom back to the people.
And now you've worked with children, you've worked with the elderly. What's your plan the next 4 years as our judge?
Well, my plan, first of all, is try to assist in finding avenues of helping out the single moms and single dads with their kids, the at-risk population. And not only that, I wanted to speak in harmony to Commissioner's Court and our state representatives, and see if I could somehow conduct a night court for those parents that cannot, the working people that can't make it on a normal business day to the courtroom, that they would have the opportunity during the evening from 6 to 9.
Well, I want to take this opportunity to devote this show to your dad, Betty Benavides, who would have been very, very proud of you.
Thank you, Joe.
And your mother.
Yes.
And to your mother. And you never gave up. You kept fighting. And like you always said, like a good Marine, you took the hill. He took the hill today. All his supporters. Joe Benavides, our new judge.
Thank you.